I'm I'm thinking pretty deeply about this format of creativity. The format is video with audio, with post production behind it, post editing. This is give me the keys. And I have this, it's not even a new idea. It's somewhat of a renaissance, almost kind of a return to form, kind of a new understanding or outlook on what podcasting can be. So, not to get too meta, but this format right here, you can see me. So, your visual stimuli, you're seeing me, and I'm imagining that you're watching me. So, my podcast style is it's somewhat conventional. This is a conventional style of podcasting. When I started doing podcast, it was just simply audio. And I've talked about this before, but I think I'm actually getting to the crux of the matter with what I'm trying to understand about this. So video changes this quite a bit psychologically. It changes it psychologically from my vantage point, and it changes it for you, obviously. Having a video of, hey, here I am, So if you take away video, something psychologically shifts when it comes to the podcast, when it comes to not even a podcast, when it comes to this format, this style, this avenue of creativity that I want to be in, this lane of creativity I want to be on. When I started, there was no video, and that does something very specific psychologically, and here's what it is. Less identifying, less convention, there's less convention, there's less identifying, there's more imagination, there's more creativity, there's more fun, and that if you can't see, taking away the visual aspect causes me psychologically to be right here, to be in the ear, to be sensing different frequencies about the energy I'm transmitting through this technology. And so I had it. I don't want to say I had it right. I don't want to get binary on the right or wrong way to do a podcast, because there's not. But when I started and I felt super inspired, it was this very specific feeling of inspiration, of feeling of expression that was pouring out of me. And as the natural progression of a podcast, my rational brain, my human identifying brain wanted to say, man, this is my podcast. I have to make my podcast better. My identifying, the ego is like, how can I make to myself, I'm saying, how can I make my podcast better? Oh, I put video on, And that might sound rationally like, oh, it's an easy way to improve your podcast, just add video. But for me, and this is just me, I'm not saying there's a right or wrong way to do your podcast if you do one. But when I started doing video, I started getting more, and there's some utility in it, but I started to get more presentational. I started to get more show-like, more conventional is the best word. That's probably going to be the reoccurring word, conventional. What does conventional mean? Just standard, predictable, common way of doing something that's already been done, that's not innovative, that's not new, that's not creative. And so I started coming up with talking points. I start getting wrapped up in What is the outcome instead of the process? I lose sight of the process. I start recording things that I'm not proud of. I start putting out things that don't feel like me. I start morphing into something slowly over time where I'm disappointed in what I've been creating. And so the silver lining is just coming back to the now, coming back to presence, and coming back to the inception of this podcast, which is disregard for normality in a healthy sense, in a healthy, fun, creative sense, disregard for normality, intuition of spirit, presence of mind, and full mind body awareness. Being here, being now, transmitting something that's unique and genuine, transmitting a true energy of love, transmitting a true energy of belief and conviction on a way forward. Give me the keys. And so this is pretty new, fresh on my mind. I think I maybe have 2 or 3 days of being in this orientation towards it. And man, it's just, I am having fun experimenting, I'll tell you that. And this is all one big experiment. And I was thinking about this, I'm 28 now. I might not have an idea that's worthwhile, that strikes society, that has a beneficial impact on our world or society. It might not happen until I'm in my 40s. It might take me another decade to truly change the world. It might take me till I'm in my 40s when I actually manifest the things that I know I have potential for. It might take a really, really long time. And I don't even think about time anymore. I mean, time is just, I'm done with time. I threw away all my watches. I don't have any more watches. I got rid of them. I mean, I'm done with time. So I don't have any more concept of time. I have, all I have is now. All we have is right now. And that does lead me right into announcing the new podcast series I'm starting called The Daily Now. The Daily Now. And I say that I'm starting it, but it's actually a return to form. It's going back to very simple first principles. It's going back to first principles. It's simplifying. It's streamlining. It's streamlining. And so, the Daily Now, I'm so excited for it. It's going to be no video podcast. It's going to be more, here's exactly what it's going to be more based in. It's going to be based in the now. It's going to be based in meditation. It's going to be based in breath work. It's going to be based in genuine streams of consciousness. And it's going to be based in a relaxing, peaceful, positive, inspiring. It's going to be on a bedrock of all those sentiments. And I just feel so inspired about it. And I know I feel inspired about it because if I post it and no one watches it, I still have this baseline gratitude and happiness and fulfillment in what I'm putting out into the world. I just feel good about it because I have deep belief that it has potential to actually help people and inspire and spur true, genuine, positive, I guess, willingness to change how we act. I mean, I guess influence. I think, sorry, I got worked up there. But I'm very excited for the Daily Now, and it's something that I'm proud of, that I really hope that you guys like. I do. I really genuinely hope that it's something that is of use and of value to you. In other news, So let me think when this is going to come out. Today, let's pretend it already came out. So this past Friday, I put out a new single. It's called Colorado Peak. And I wanted to share a little bit about what this song is and what it kind of a producer's perspective on it. So first things first, let's just listen to the song together right here, right now. And then I'll tell you a little bit more about how it came to be. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's something.
She hit that melody for me, oh, just a couple weeks ago. We were out there on the road, seen a lot of lakes and trees. Oh, hit that Colorado peak, yeah, hit that Colorado melody, hit that Colorado peak. While I sing these melodies, so there's less feedback on that. Now I'm out here in the city streets. These melodies are in my heat. I'll take it back to 17. Ooh, hit that Colorado peak. I know you saw me. Hit that Colorado peak. Hit that Colorado peak. Hit that melody for me. While I do this in my sleep. Hit that Colorado melody. Hit that Colorado melody. Hit that Colorado peak. While I sing these melodies. Hit that, hit that, hit that, hit that.
That song, it's called Colorado Peak. It's by me. I'll put it in the description down below of this YouTube video. Check out the description. In the back of my mind, I'm always very self-conscious about my vocals. I think, and I don't think I'm unique in that. I think most people are self-conscious about their vocals. I mean, it's not just me, but I'm trying to find this not a healthy, but just a good balance of, I want it to have some, I like when vocals, I like autotune first and foremost. I do enjoy using autotune. And that's more so not for the listening experience, it's just for the creating part. I guess it just gives me just enough, it's just fun enough for me to be like, okay, I can do this. I'm not a great singer. I don't have a great grasp on vocal control. I'm not a great vocalist, but I am an engineer. I do like to make beats, and for a song to be a song, it enhances it if it has lyrics, right? So this is why I guess I record, but yeah, and I had fun singing that song. I was in here singing. I was in this room singing that. I mean, that's how I made it. So, but I think I got the reverb dialed in. I like that my vocals sitting nice in the mix. I feel like I'm in the pocket. Maybe you heard it and you're like, this sucks. That's fun. I mean, we're learning. We're figuring things out together. Thanks for tapping into the keys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around. I love you, and I'll catch you on the next pod.